Okay, yeah, it started.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to re-ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Sure, sure. No problem.
Okay, I'm really sorry to do that. Just
Batata lang. It's fine.
okay. So, so, did you ever play any traditional sports as a kid?
Yeah, I used to play basketball and ping pong when I was a kid. Like they took most of my time. But then I was super good. I probably still am good at ping pong, basketball not so much. But I think when video games happened, I just quit it at once.
Mhm.
So I'm focused now on playing chess.
All right. How would you describe the current esports scene?
I mean, the current esports, like it's booming so hard that it has no time to look at anything else. Like no, you can't focus on doing two things at the same time, and the esports scene is growing so hard that it's impressive actually.
Hmm. You think the overall revenue and the viewership is increasing at a crazy rate? Like compared to
Yeah,
most
the
games.
like every single game from Dota 2 to League of Legends to Hearthstone to any game to Smash Brothers, they all have their fan base, and it's amazing how big they are.
What pushed you to be the top Dota ranked player in the world right now?
Like, well, I mean, what pushes anyone else? It's just like wanting to be the best. Like every single person has this feeling in the back of his mind. If it's not in the front of his mind, like I want to be the best. I want to do what nobody has ever done. I just want to make people see what they thought was impossible and just want to do it.
All right. How do you manage between playing Dota 2 and studying in university?
I mean, let me tell you something. It's not that simple. Sometimes you just have to sacrifice somewhere, and you have to spread yourself too much just to be able to cover the minimum.
Hmm.
It's a little hard, I have to say, but I mean, I've managed fine so far, so that's it.
How much time do you have left to complete your degree?
2 years,
2 years.
because I'm taking it super slow, so I'm able to do what I want, able to
Yeah.
do, to play video games.
And how old are you?
21.
21. All right. Um, do you think you can have a big effect on the Lebanese society to reevaluate their views on esports?
I think so. When I when I got first into this was not my objective. I just thought like maybe I can play a lot, do what I love,
Hmm.
and hopefully make a little money. Like everyone here thinks about money. Like
Yeah.
it was a combination of following my dreams and maybe sustaining myself on the short or long run.
Hmm.
If it's possible to change the views, I have to say like I have to wait a little bit more to see how far I make it or if I make it at all, and just to be able to recognize any pattern that tell me I'm succeeding or I'm not. So
Yeah.
I'll have to wait a bit.
All right. In your current state, do you think you could achieve a lot in esports?
At my state, I mean,
I
I
mean,
guess I
standing in for Team Liquid is not after Lulba. It's not an easy
yeah.
thing. It's not an easy thing, to be honest.
I mean, let me tell you something. The thing is, these teammates, especially, they are super nice. Like no one ever tells you that you're doing bad or tells you that you've lost the game or you're feeling.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this kind of attitude really helps you to strive and they bring out the best. Any team who's ready to give so much for his teammates is gonna bring the best out of them, and automatically they're gonna get rewarded. Like
Mhm.
if I'm comfortable playing with them, I'm gonna do my best, and automatically when someone's doing his best, he's gonna do good, I guess. Especially if you get picked this and they know nothing about you and not so into the professional scene, never been to any major lands,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's what happened. They were super chill about it, super nice. Didn't hear complaint from anyone, and
Mhm.
I think we just did what we had to do.
Okay, that's great. And of course, having a team captain like Kuroki helps a lot, to
Yeah,
settle
he's
them.
super good actually. Super good. You have no idea.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean they call him the garbage man. He just cleans out the bad teams. Okay. Well, not bad, just not as good as others. How would you compare esports and traditional sports?
From my point of view,
Yeah, from your point of
esports,
view.
yeah, esports is a lot like sports.
Hmm.
They both require physical activity sometimes and mental activity most of the times. For example, I can compare football and basketball for
Hmm.
the physical activity, and chess. Chess is considered a sport for the mental activity. I mean, you don't move in chess, so it's
Yeah.
basically mental activity and how smart you are, how far you can predict. And the thing is, the video games are just as complicated as chess. Like you have to predict the moves, you have to think what the opponents are thinking and what they are doing and what they want to do. So
Hmm.
it's just predicting the moves and predicting what they can predict, and that shows you how complicated it actually is.
Yeah, basically what I tell people, it's like chess on steroids. That's what you're
Yeah,
doing. Um,
yeah, that's exactly that.
okay. Do you think the Lebanese esports scene has potential?
Mm, I mean, not for the mood. As you can see, like Lebanese, everything takes time to grow. Like everything on
Yeah.
every single field and every single level. So I think you need to give it a bit more time for the esports to grow.
Hmm. Okay. In the case of pursuing an esports career, do you think you will ever go back to what you're studying in law?
Yeah, sure. I mean, esports lifespan is around 40 years old because the brain gets slower and the reflexes get slower and slower. So
Hmm.
I mean, you need to go back to doing something. And in my opinion, my orientation in life was law, so I'm gonna do that after I finish my career, I guess.
Hmm. But just to give you an example, like Team VP in CS:GO, they
Yeah.
have Taz, they have a few, they have Pasha, they have a few esports players that are exceed are almost are 30 and getting older and older, and they're still at the top level. Like everyone thinks the lifespan of an esports player is very low, but do you think like you could reach a point like at the age of, I don't know, 31, 32, 33, where you have to say, okay, it's time to stop. Now I have to focus on other things. I have to go back to what I studied, or I could like invest within the esports scene and help it grow, right?
We need to understand something that the working is in esports doesn't automatically mean working as a player. Like
Yeah.
esports requires a lot of people, a lot of manpower, a lot of man hour as well to make it happen. Like you need a captain, you need a coach, you need a manager, you need someone to take care of the logistics. Like every single person is as important as the next one. So when you tell me that 30 years old is the potential lifespan of a video gamer, I don't think that's the case. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, a manager can be like 70 years old and still manage, or a coach can still read very well and have a lot of more experience and therefore will be more valuable. So that's how I see it.
And yeah, and I'd like to use the example of I think VG's coach when he stood in for the team on in Star Ladder. I forgot his name though. They basically won the LAN tournament with the coach as a stand-in, and the coach is like 31, 32 years old. So it just shows you that Mikasa, I think his name was.
Yeah,
Anyway,
maybe.
yeah. Okay, so who is your favorite esports player?
I mean, as a player, for the moment, I'll have to go with Miracle. Like I haven't played with him a lot, like just this one or two times and this LAN. But
Hmm.
overall, he was such a nice, friendly guy and a great teammate, and he's super skilled and like he has it all. He has skills, he has friendliness, and he's a good guy overall.
All right. Seeing that you come from a tough background for an esports player, uh, what advice would you tell people who come from the same background, if they want to pursue a esports career?
I mean, like esports careers are just like sports. They're not for everyone. Like you can't like be born at 7 years old and decide I want to be a professional ballerina, for example.
Mhm.
You can't do that. You have to have the skills. You have to have the malleability. You have to have the souplesse. I don't know how to say it in English. You,
It's
you
fine.
have you, you have to have it all. You have to have these qualities that make you able to pursue this kind of dreams. And esports is practically the same. You have to have good reflexes, good attention, good prediction, and all the other stuff that are required to be the best you can be.
Mhm.
So if you go into it at first, I mean every person can start playing and do whatever he wants, but
True.
you need to see if you really have what it takes to be the next professional player or the best you can be at this game or not any different game. Like for example, I'm not gonna tell you that a guy that can't touch a basketball and is 150 centimeters tall is gonna be a professional basketball player. Like he doesn't have. But I mean, against all odds, it can work. But it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like that's how I see it. Like you can't be what you want to be, maybe, if you don't have the required skills. I mean, you can work on them, but sometimes it's a bit harder and takes more time.
Yeah, and then that time may hurt him because that he doesn't have as much time in esports. Like
Yeah, exactly that.
if he starts at the age of 17, let's say, and then he's like, I want to be an esports player. He's not gonna have enough. He's not gonna have enough time if he has to struggle a lot with acquiring the skills he needs.
Yeah, I mean, as well, if you have different interests as well, and you're just doing it like to have fun, and you want to be a professional at it, you won't be able to make it. You just
Mhm.
gotta give it your all.
Mhm. Okay. Uh, for people, let's say, undergoing an education, do you think they should, and if they want to focus on achieving esports career, do you think they should focus on both simultaneously, or do you think they should let loose on one while they focus more on the other?
Here, here is where the pressure of the parents does come in.
Mhm.
So you need to look at it this way. I'm not gonna talk about the monetary stability. I'm just gonna talk about the overall perspective.
Mhm.
Like a person knows what he is good in. Like the person can understand that I'm good at this. I'm bad at this. I can be the best at this.
All right.
But letting go at such a young age of, I mean, I would request every single person to have a full education until college. Like maybe before college, just focus on your education. Maybe you can play a little bit on the weekends and maybe in the middle of the week, but just focus on just graduating school. And then when it comes to college, I think you should look at it this way. If you see the person is really dedicated. He wants to do it no matter what. He doesn't care about what anyone says, and he has the required skill for it.
Mhm.
I think he can just like say to his parents like I'm gonna just take a break for a while, see where this gets me. Maybe after a year or two, maybe he doesn't get anywhere. I mean, it's still fine. Like a lot of people do waste years on doing random stuff, and it's fine. We're still kids.
Mhm.
But I mean, you shouldn't a person shouldn't give up. You should never like go, oh, I tried 1 month of esports and I failed so hard, so not gonna go back for it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think this
I
is
see.
the worst thing that a person can do actually.
Yeah, it's a horrible mindset. I see. Um. Okay. Anything else? Hmm. Okay. Uh, in traditional sports, there are always methods that push you to have a sportsman-like attitude with your teammates or with other teammates, with opposing teammates. In esports, there seems to be a thin line between joking around and like offending someone. Do you think the difference between the two sports is what people like see to just be to like demean esports because when they see like a bunch of 20-year-olds or whatever 30-year-olds memeing or something or being close to their fans and then they see traditional esport athletes, they see them being professional. You think that that's what shows like a big difference between the two?
Let me put it this way: I'd rather live in a world where people, where icons are super close to their fans, where rather than a world where icons are super arrogant and don't care about their fans.
All right, okay, that's a that's a really good answer. All right. Well, thank you, Maroon, gh.GOD.
Sure.
Thank you for doing this interview with me. ما أعرف بدي أقول لك أكتر من هيك.
لا ما تقول لي شيء man. إذا عندك any more questions I'm here for it man. Anything just give me a call
No,
I'll be.
yeah, okay. بس بدي أقول لك this is just a side topic. Uh, the reason why I'm doing this is because I have this drive too, you know, to become this type of player, and I'm finding it increasingly hard to study at AUB and try to game at the same time, you know. So
Yep.
I just wanted to ask you a few questions, you know, since I'm already writing this topic at the same time. Uh, ماشي قلت انه انت ما زالك you know لبناني and you made it to the esports scene. I see you as a idol in a way because you know what you achieved is incredibly hard.
Thank you, that actually means a lot.
Yeah. And every time I see Elab playing in the open quals or wherever, I used to just watch it and you know root for you guys and always be happy. Now I see you playing with Team Liquid, and I'm you know I went from a I think OG fanboy to like a Liquid fanboy instantly from that. You know, I just switched instantly. I was like, okay, I drop every other team. I'm just gonna go watch this team. I just want to know, are you joining Liquid for sure or?
I mean it's not official yet,
Yeah,
so
I know it's official.
it's still under negotiation. So
All right. Okay. I guess مبروك if you do join. بقول لك من هلا.
thank you.
و ان شاء الله الشباب الاي سبورتس كمان you know they get to push through
They will push through. I have
like
faith in it.
like خيك وراجيكس وايكسن وماج وكلهم يعني really good players ان شاء الله يوصلوا على الاي سبورتس scene.
رح يوصلوا. Don't worry about it. Because
Alright.
they want it.
كمان they have the drive ان شاء الله.
Yeah, yep. Well,
Okay.
not like 2 years ago, but now, yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes a bit more sense. طيب hopefully I'll get to do it. I'll
كنت كمان you will, but you have to have the proper approach.
yeah. يعني I've reached 6K, but then you know then school started and everything, and I don't know, I found it increasingly hard. But now I've had a talk with my parents and all that, so hopefully hopefully I get to push through slowly.
I mean, like, depends on how your parents are. Like, for example, my parents are a bit understanding, but
Mm.
not so much,
I mean,
because it was.
your parents had you and your brother at the same time, so it was like,
Yeah, it was simpler. It was
yeah,
simpler, but I
yeah.
mean, I had to keep them in the dark of some stuff that were happening. So
Mhm. Mm.
just like I needed this. Like I couldn't handle the pressure of like maybe dropping some school subjects and
Mm.
telling them that I'm playing. So
No,
maybe keep.
and actually, I want to add this part. I want to add this part because when I talked to my parents, they saw it as a way of like you're gambling, you know. You know, like when you go to a tournament, you're just gambling your money in a way. You know, you're not like it's not safe. You know, it's like if you're not the best, you're going to struggle a lot. You know,
It's never safe.
I know that's the thing. It's never safe in any sport, to be honest. Any sport you do, any sport anyone does is
Even
just
in life, it's not safe if you go to a
exactly.
job.
Yeah, I mean with the current economy, it's just nothing's safe. So might as well do something you love. You know.
At least, like I'm pretty sure they will support you if you come
Yeah.
to them with this approach.
Hopefully. All right. Thanks, Maroon and Jad. You've been a great help. And Jad, you've been very very kind. ما بعرف شو بدي أقول لك أكتر من
Don't
هيك
even
يعني.
worry about it, bro. No.
يعني
I will do
يعني
it anytime, man.
Yani, when I was playing with a Norwegian team for a while, they weren't this kind. When I used to like I don't know like mess up a bit.
Yeah, I mean it gets better when you're on a different level. Like
Yeah.
when you reach like high level, it gets easier and they become a bit more helpful because everyone wants to win. See,
All right. Good luck in the future, Maroon. Hopefully you'll achieve great. Hopefully you'll help the Lebanese community وكل شيء. It's been a pleasure talking to you. It's been a pleasure
same here,
having
bro.
this
Same here.
interview. Uh, I guess good luck with your finals, right? You said you had finals.
Yeah, in a week or so.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you.
This is part of
Yeah.
my finals now. So,
Yeah,
so
good luck.
thanks.
I hope this gets you an A though. If it doesn't, I'm gonna go to university to have a talk with someone.
Man, man ما بتصدق شو صار بالمعلمة. She had a car accident a week before.
Oh my
And,
god.
yeah, and I had a meeting with her, so to tell her what should I do, heck? And then she just goes AFK for like what, a week and a half, and I'm thinking she's dead. Then she sends an email and like we have a substitute, so hopefully substitute will like this. So
Hopefully.
yeah, so that's why it's been a crazy week, to be honest. All right,
It's fine, it's fine.
yeah,
Just
see
do
you, man.
whatever, it's fine. I'm not gonna. Yeah, see you, see you. Good luck.
Thanks, dude. You too. Yeah, bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye.